Hello everybody and welcome to Mark Goldbridge. That's football. We're live for Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. Watch along in the Champions League quarter-final for a place in the semi-final. It doesn't get much better than this. No fans or not, this is a massive game, massively exciting. One of the world's best players playing in Lionel Messi, probably the world's best, many would say. Probably the world's most informed player in Lewandowski playing. Bayern Munich would be firm favourites, which you would never normally get in a game like this. So, yes, all to play for. Very, very exciting. And which way are you going to go? Which way are you going to go? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to do the team news for you in a moment. But welcome to everybody in the live comments. Hope you're excited for this one. I certainly am. I think it's going to be... I think it's going to be a good one. But let's go through the team news. Some people have said Barcelona's team does not match up to Bayern Munich's. Well, is that not the whole point of Bayern Munich being the favourites? But Barcelona, Ter Stegen, Nessa, Semedo, Piqué, Longley, Albert is the back four. Roberto, Busquets, De Jong and Vidal, Messi and Suarez. No place for Griezmann. He starts on the bench. The Bayern Munich side, Neuer, Kimmich, Boateng, Alaba, Davies. Very good back for that. Thiago plays, Goretzka, Gnabry, Muller, Perisic and Lewandowski. Interestingly, I thought Kingsley Coman would have played, but he's starting off with Perisic, who of course is on loan from Inter Milan. Thiago starts, who is of course going to go to Liverpool. So, look, lots and lots of interesting things here. But for me, I do agree. For me, it would be... Barcelona, who would be the favourites for this. Bayern Munich would be the favourites for this one, in my humble opinion. But I think it's going to be a good game. It's very rare that you go into any Champions League quarter-final where Barcelona are considered the underdogs, but they are. They are considered the underdogs, and it would be a surprise. But look, can you say it would be a surprise when any team's got Lionel Messi in it if they win? Good to be Mark. Good to be Mark back. Says I've been getting the words mixed up. I did it on the stream before, as you know. So apologies for that. But yes, good to be back, Mark. Have a good one and enjoy. Says Sol BF. And have heard news about the Partizan winger signing for Man United for around 10 million. Says Louis Ashton. Well, I spoke about it on the United Stand show about an hour ago. I've already done a show on that, and there is still conflicting reports because. At Malakians on Twitter, who's been on our show, Phil Brown, he says he spoke to the club and there's no truth in it. What did I say on United Stand? I just wonder if Fabrizio Romano has misread the tweet and thinks that somebody's talking to him about the Inter Milan deal, because it doesn't make much sense to me. It doesn't seem to me like it's true, and it'd be embarrassing for a lot of people if it's not true. But yeah, we will see. We will see on that one. I'm sure there'll be some developments while we're live. But on the game itself... What are your thoughts? I think, look, Barcelona are a team that won't let Bayern Munich just have the ball. That's not how it works. So I can see it very much being a game where Barcelona have a go, and then that itself feeds into Bayern Munich being able to have a go back. So let's see how it works. Where are we at here? Just making sure I got the right channel on. Okay. Did Sancho miss training? I don't know. I'm not doing a City versus Leon watch along tomorrow, no. Barely anything in that. Here's one I made earlier. Got two on the go. Wife didn't like hers. What a defensive lineup by Barcelona, says Lourdes Carriers. Well, yeah, but can they play like that? What is your score predictions anyway, says Lamar? I'm going to go 3-1 to Bayern Munich. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. 3-1 to Bayern Munich today. I think they will. They'll get it on and they'll win it. But what I would say is I wouldn't be surprised if Barcelona were able to get something themselves, because I don't think that. I don't like the term Barcelona are the underdog, so that's not something I really want to get into. So I'm not going to say that. Let me get this on the right channel, because I was watching the snooker. If you like the snooker, what a game that semi-final was, and now there's another one on. But we're not here for that. It's not a snooker watch along. It's a Bayern Munich versus I've messed it up now. I'm going to miss the kickoff. Sport. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Get it on. Get it on. And we're about to kick off just in time. We're just in time. Mark my words, Braithwaite's going to score tonight, says Ihab. And we're off. We're up and running. And the timer is completely wrong, even though I thought I'd reset it. You're a bloody prat, Goldbridge. You bloody idiot. There we go. Got it right now. Yeah, so I think it's going to be very interesting first few minutes to get a feel for the game. Barcelona effectively are sort of playing one up front. Obviously Vidal's playing and De Jong is playing. Busquets is playing and Thiago is playing. So they've packed that mid... Not Thiago. Thiago plays for Bayern Munich. I'm getting mixed up again. The midfield of is Roberto, Busquets, De Jong and Vidal. So it's quite a narrow midfield of four with the two up front of Messi and Suarez. So they're looking to stifle Bayern Munich, but they will also want to be attacking themselves. What Barcelona don't want to do is concede early. But Bayern Munich are definitely the favourites in this one. I haven't seen enough score predictions. I've gone 3-1 to Bayern Munich for me. And a long ball there from Bayern Munich. Alphonso Davies does well. Gets it into the box. Muller heads it down. Muller, here is Lewandowski. Nice layoff. And it's going to be an interesting game to watch Barcelona defending so much. Lovely tackle there. And Barcelona will pick it up again. James Mann says, is Griezmann still on his way out? I don't really see who could legitimately be able to afford Antoine Griezmann. Yeah. Lots of people going with 2-0. Lots of people going with Bayern Munich, of course, which, you can imagine. Perisic feeds it in. Muller. Vidal picks it up. Fast start to the game. I think we might be in for a cracker. Messi feeds it back to the right-hand side. Cross coming in. Suarez. Oh, what a brilliant bit of defending that was. It was crossed to the back post. Suarez would have had a tap in. Bit like I did in that cracking game on Pro Clubs this afternoon if you watched it on Twitch. Late winner from Goldbridge from a lovely cross on our Division 1 title quest. And I tell you what, that was absolutely fantastic defending. And I think was it Boateng, who I give a lot of stick to. I don't really rate Boateng. But I think it's Boateng who just sticks his leg out and stops what would have been a fantastic opportunity for Suarez. You'd have put money on Suarez scoring for that. You didn't have to stretch. It would have just been a tap in, pick your spot. But good open start to the game. I like it. It's already feeding into what we want it to. And now Perisic down the left-hand side. He's got loads of space. The game is wide open. I don't know what sort of pass that is. It's Muller. It's Lewandowski. It's Muller. It's magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. No Muller light. It's Muller full fat. It's lovely, lovely play. And Barcelona from one end. Brilliant. I mean, Boateng deserves the credit here because he stops what would have been a sure tap-in for Suarez. The ball goes up the other end. Perisic crosses it in. Muller and Lewandowski combine. The perfect start to this game. Exactly what we wanted. Although there might be a little bit of a look at... Well, no, that's not offside. Perisic, though. Lovely the way he picks this out. Edge of the box. Muller 1-2 with Lewandowski. Magnificent. What a goal. What a goal that is. Magnificent goal. What a start. What a goal. And he's still banging them in, Muller. He's like an ageing porn star. He's still got it. Back of the net. 1-0. Change the score. What a start. It's living up to expectation, which is exactly what we wanted. And to be honest with you, that is probably the team you want to score first. Because if Barcelona had scored, they would sit deeper and try and stop Bayern. Barcelona have got to come out now. Their defensive plan is over. And Bayern Munich will have opportunities. But then again, it wasn't much of a defensive plan anyway, was it? Because They got exploited very quickly. Well worked goal though, but I just don't think it's in Barcelona's DNA to sit back. What's with the United board not backing the manager every time we get Champions League football? That's a pattern if you notice as well. I mean, it's still very early days on that. Still very early days on that. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. I think we're very close to 209,000. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. What a start to this game it's been. I'm just getting tweets about this, messages about this United player that's been bought. Lots of confusion about it, mainly because credible people close to the club are saying that it's not been done, but then others are saying it is. Do away goals count, says Daniel Bold. Yeah, they do. Let him think they do. Anyway, what a start. What a start to this game. Loving it. 5 minutes in, Barcelona nearly scored. Brilliant defensive block by Boateng. Bayern Munich go at the other end and score. Really good start to the game. And I think it's only going to get better. Barcelona don't know how to shut up shop, and that's been proved already. They're going to have to attack. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 210,000. Watch-alongs on this channel. FIFA Career Mode. Everybody's welcome. Tony Garner, you've answered. He said no away goals. Come on. Get with the programme. He was probably bantering. Keep that there. Nice ball over the top. Crosses it into Suarez. Own goal! Own goal! OG! Alaba! OMG! Oh my God! It's an OG! It's an own goal. David Alaba. Can't believe it. But again, Barcelona getting in down the flank. The cross comes in. And Alaba finishes it better than bloody Lukaku would. Who actually scores quite a lot of goals. But it's a wonderful finish by Alaba. I don't know what he's doing. Sign him up and play him up front. The cross comes in. He says, Suarez, I'm finishing this one. And he beats... Neuer's got no chance. It's a fantastic finish by Alaba. It's just at the wrong end. And it's 1-1. Oh, this game's got everything and it's not even 10 minutes old. Game up. Well, for the neutral, and most of us are neutrals, I'm sure everybody's got a preference on who they want to win. But to be honest with you, if Barcelona win 4-1, I'll applaud them. If Bayern win 4-1, I'll applaud them. If they entertain us, we'll all applaud them, and that's what we want. But that, you know, I'd have put any money on Boateng being the man to make the mistake. He's made a good save. Mark, I'm pissed. This game is already amazing, says Nick Pitt. I've got a few drinks on. I've got quite a range next to me actually. I'm going to enjoy this one tonight. So it's 1-1, and we've only had 7 minutes. What a start. Glorious finish, says Davies. And Bayern felt bad that they had to help Barca score, says Tors Hammer. Great game, says St. Columbo. Taking classes from Phil Jones, says Gio. It's a great start to this game. Polish Speedway's on again if anyone's interested. It's always on. Page down. Just go one down if you're watching BT Sports. This is going to be a good watch along, says Vignesh. I hope it can live up to it. They both look open like a butcher's apron at the moment. Oh, a lovely little play by Messi there. Continues to run down the side. Semedo. Lovely run. Into Suarez. Manuel Neuer makes the fantastic save. There's opportunities at both ends. I tell you what, one of these teams is probably going to be playing Man City in the semis as well. It's unbelievable. Suarez here, he probably can't do a lot more. Chances galore. Roberto to Messi. Whips a lovely cross in. That's 2-0. Is it the post? Oh, my life. How did a Barcelona player not touch it? Just touch it. He's on the far side. He whips it with curl across the 6-yard box. There's Barcelona players running towards it. None of them bother to touch it, and the curl takes it to hit the post. Why did nobody touch it? You know, Like MC Hammer, you can't touch this. Well, you should have touched it. But then again, Messi's one, it's the post. Bayern looking a little bit rocked here. Here it is again. Messi's cross. Oh. This. How does a Barcelona player not get a touch on that? Well, they didn't. That's how. But the start has been superb. And Barcelona actually have had more chances than Bayern, as somebody just said there. Somebody said they were all offside anyway. Well, they still should have touched it, and then we could have gone, oh, it was offside. But Bayern Munich at the moment, Barcelona at the moment, are the better side. And Suarez is in again, one-on-one. Neuer's got a cut. Well, Alaba's there this time. Poor finish. That was not a good finish by Alaba. He P-roller straight to the keeper. I forgot he's not up front. And Messi might get a yellow card here. Has the ref got any balls? No. It's Messi. I can't book him. Always the way. That's a yellow card. That is a yellow card. It's hilarious how he never gets booked. That is a yellow card for any other player. Any other player on the pitch. I've seen that with Messi so many times. They just don't want to book him because he's, well, I don't know. Lionel Messi, I suppose. Oh, good cross comes in, and it's Longley who heads it away this time. I tell you what, it's absolutely end-to-end stuff. It's fantastic at the moment. Lovely cross by Alphonso Davies. And Longley deals with it because Goretzka's there on the back post if he doesn't. So it's a corner to Bayern Munich. 1-1 here. Could be 2-1 to Barcelona easily. And it's a goal kick. Alphonso Davies is quality, says Dane Grayson. 8,000 watching. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. This has got the feeling of a classic. And it's exciting because, you know, sometimes you get this lot playing against each other and it doesn't live up to it. And that's, oh, Lewandowski. Very close. I think the exciting thing at the moment is they're all getting opportunities. Poor kick out by ter Stegen, picked up by Thiago, header across by Goretzka, I think it is, or Muller it was actually. Lewandowski gets up, but it's too high. I know you like the snooker. Did you see the last frame of the Wilson-McGill match, as Jordan Such? Yeah, I wanted Wilson to win, but I felt sorry for McGill. But, you know, what a game that was. I don't know what the score in the other game is, actually. I'm trying to keep an eye on it. But I think they're in a mid-session interval at the moment, aren't they? So I don't know what's going on there. Mark, what's your favourite veg-based dish from an Indian takeaway? I'm about to order and I'm a veggie and I can't decide, says Nick P. Veg-based dish, I wouldn't really go for it, honest, Nick. Mushroom bhaji and things like that are nice. Hi, Niall. Yeah, I did that, Jordan Search. The great thing about this game is it's going very, very slow. The timing's going very slow, but there's just so much going on. The game's just not settled. You know, you wouldn't believe we'd had 15 minutes. So much has happened in 15 minutes. We're not even halfway through the first half. I did watch the snooker, said Jamie. I'm going to watch it on the highlights later. I think, you know, it's very rarely that you watch. I love the snooker anyway, especially when it's players that I like, and I like Kyron Wilson, I like Selby, and I like Ronnie. So the final's going to be great, whoever gets there with Wilson. Nice ball over the top. ter Stegen's got it. Both teams are just playing so high pressing football, and it's creating loads of spaces. I just hope the referee doesn't start to have an impact on it. Tanmai says, go for paneer butter masala with butter naan. There you go. 15-13 Selby. Ooh. I like Ronnie, but I think I'd like to see a Selby-Wilson final, because I just think that would be very interesting. I think Ronnie, if he gets to the final, he could hit form and just make it boring, but I think Selby-Wilson would be close, which is what you want. That final frame was amazing. Anyway, back to the football. This is amazing. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. Both teams playing with such intensity and speed. And then both teams without the ball trying to win the ball back quickly. Look at that press from Barcelona. And they've won it here. Messi, what a player. It's a foul by Alphonso Davies. Just Precious just came in. How did the game go down? Oh, it's been 100 miles an hour fantastic. It's been one of the best games I've seen in a long time. And it's great that it's one of the best games I've seen in a long time with two big name clubs. Barca with the ball. Messi goes back home. Describe goals, please. Wish I was on time, says Daniel Luciano. First goal, well, basically, let me talk you through it. Cross came in from the right-hand side. Looked like it was going to be an easy tap-in for Suarez on the far post, and Boateng just slid and stopped it. Then Bayern Munich went up the other end. Perisic on the left, cuts it back with a cross. Muller plays an air 1-2 with Lewandowski and puts it in the bottom corner. Then Barcelona going forward. Ball to Suarez. Alaba sticks his foot at it and lobs it over the top of Manuel Neuer. So this is a corner to Bayern Munich. But Barcelona have had a couple of chances since then. Score prediction for this game looks like one of your FIFAs to me. I reckon 5-5, says Andrew C. I went 3-1 Bayern Munich. Corner comes in. Headed over the bar. Good start. Barcelona seem to be struggling from goal kicks to move the ball out because of the Bayern press, but they're both pressing each other so much. It's like that's what I mean. I mean they're both so similar in the way they play football that it's just neither wants to be a defensive side. Both want to be an attacking, passing side, high pressing side, and it's leading to this sort of a game which is just massively pleasing on the eye. Another corner. No, Suarez heads it away into the box. Up we go. Headed away by PK. They're having to work hard at the back. Sorry, I'm just getting updates on my phone about some transfer stuff. So, still some uncertainty about whether United actually have bought this player or not. Filip Stavanovic. I would say they have, but then I would also listen to some people who were saying that they haven't, because I would imagine that they are quite well informed. But I don't know. Barcelona at the moment just struggling to get the ball out from the back. I think that drink's evaporating. There's hardly any in it. Peter Van says Muller's underrated. I wouldn't go that far. Here's Messi. He's got lots of space on the left. He's got Semedo on the overlap. He's going to go on his own. Lionel Messi gets the shot off. How many times have we seen him do that? Manuel Neuer makes an easy save. They're a threat. At the moment, I would say Barcelona have looked more of a threat in the final third than Bayern have, which means that Barcelona are defending better. But still very early days in this game. The Sheikh of England says, this is the product of two of Guardiola's former tiki-taka football, high press and attack. Yeah, he has managed both the clubs, of course. Has Sancho handed in a transfer request as Littlefinger? Not that we know of. That doesn't mean to say he won't do, but not that we know of. Stretch mark, says Ehab. You just want to see my legs. My invisible crotch is there again, look. I've got the old green on. I'm going to start making myself disappear when I do this, because the stretch is very important. But here we go again. Thiago into Perisic. What a goal! What a goal! It's Perisic. I thought ter Stegen had saved it with his foot, but he's whacked it in. Lovely finish. And Bayern Munich again, just so clinical. Clinical goal. Clinical finishing. I tell you what, give Perisic one of those face masks, because he belongs in a doctor's surgery, because it was clinical. Give him a scalpel as well. Cuts across the ball. I think it's Gnabry who feeds him, actually. Low shot. To be honest, ter Stegen should not be getting beaten from there. But the power of the low drive. He should have his angles covered. But it's a quality finish by Perisic. He could have crossed it to the back post, to be honest, towards Lewandowski. What a finish by Perisic. Clinical. Give him a face mask. 2-1. And to be honest with you, I don't know what the stats are, because I'm not a big believer in stats, but I did predict 3-1, I did, but I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. Barcelona have actually looked better and had more chances, but Bayern Munich look like a team, if you give them a chance, they're so clinical. They're so clinical. 2-1. And this is something we saw against Spurs as well, didn't we? They are just so clinical when they get a chance. And that's why Kingsley Coman's not starting and Perisic is. Exactly. And you just wonder about, in this game, you just wonder whether... It's a foul on Vidal. You just wonder if... what do you wonder about? You just wonder about whether Barcelona can hold on into this in this game. If they're gonna, it's really hard. Whatever you're playing, whether you're playing on the pitch or whether you're playing FIFA, when you're up against a team that give them a chance and they score, it's quite soul destroying. You don't want to be chasing a 2-goal lead. But look, ter Stegen's had a nightmare of a game, you know. He really has. He cannot get the amount of times he's passed it out from the back, and Bayern Munich have been on the edge of the box picking it up like they are now. It's going to be a shot from Thiago over the bar. Zachary says that Barca will win. I don't know. I really don't know. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. We're on the road to 210k. We're already on 209. Bottom right hand corner. Please subscribe. And here's Messi. He's got a runner. He didn't go for the run. Suarez needs to stay on side there. Here's De Jong. Go wide. Go wide. Roberto wants it. He's refusing the easy ball. Now he plays it. The cross needed to go in first time. Poor from Roberto there. Why did he not put the cross in first time to Vidal? Took a touch. It needed to go in. Watch this. Messi. Now. That needed to go in first time. Gave the defence an opportunity. Boswell says Barcelona's falling down. Well, look, the thing about Barcelona is, who do you think's best equipped to beat Man City? Because to me, I think that Bayern Munich have got a better chance against Man City. And I don't want City to win the Champions League. Sod all that English crap. I don't want City to win the Champions League. I didn't want Liverpool to win the Champions League. My rivalry with Liverpool and Man City is far bigger than it is with any European side. What a cross again! They can't deal with that messy cross. Longley nearly got his head to it, but it was headed away. Good header away by Boateng, who's actually having a good game. And Messi, they're surely not going to let him whip it in again. And they are! PK heads it wide. Or was it Longley? No, it was PK. That's 3. It was offside actually as well. 3 times in a row Messi's whipped in a bloody lovely cross. He is offside. I'm with you, Tony Garner. They're not stopping that cross from Messi, and it's unbelievable. Don't let Messi get any free kicks near dead balls. Yeah, I think Messi's a fantastic player. I think Ronaldo's a best player, but a fantastic player as well. But the problem is, I just don't think Barcelona and Juventus are good enough around them anymore. Here's Perisic into the box. The cross is brilliant. Ter Stegen, double save. Lewandowski nearly getting it. I think it was going in and it hit Ter Stegen's knee. Could have been 3 there. Oh, lovely. Lovely play by Bayern. They're whipping it around really well. I think Bayern Munich, Man City will be a cracking semi-final. I don't think Lyon can beat Man City. I mean, they could do, but I don't think they will. Go on, you're in. This is 3. Oh, they're so clinical. They're so clinical. Gnabry makes it 3-1. We've only had 26 minutes. It's so easy for Bayern Munich. They are streets ahead of Barcelona tonight. The clinical finishing again. Unbelievable. I don't watch a lot of Bayern Munich, but when I do watch them, their finishing prowess is probably the best in Europe. They don't miss. They just don't miss. Thiago with the no-look pass. Imagine what he's going to do in the Premier League. Little dink over. I think was it Goretzka that time, or was it Muller? Goretzka. Gnabry. Wrong side of Longley. You can't do anything about it. But the finish there, it just waits for it to drop, and then it's low. And Ter Stegen can't get anywhere near it. 3-1. This could get embarrassing for Barcelona. It really, really could. They're in all sorts of trouble. And Messi must be looking at it like Ronaldo had to look at it the other week and going, you know what? I am the world's best player, but I can't work miracles. And it's Lewandowski, and he should have made it 4. Oh my God. As good as this game is, we don't want it to be over at half time, and it probably, some would say it already is. But defend again, Ter Stegen again. I can't, I'm so glad I said it. And people have been saying it in the live comments as well. He is the thorn in Barcelona's arse at the moment, because he is the arse. He's the final line of defence. And he's passing out the back. He's putting so much pressure onto the Barcelona defence. Lewandowski, you had to put your house on him scoring. You talk about clinical finishing. You would have expected him to score, and Ter Stegen makes a good save. But they're not. They can't pass out from the back. They've been dreadful at it. Bisto. Lewandowski missing chances, says CHOHGE. Barcelona are awful, says Harry Bates. The thing is, they've actually been okay. They've actually created chances, but they've just been sloppy out the back, and they've allowed Bayern Munich to really get at them. Please share the video if you watch it. Lovely ball in here. He ain't got the pace though, says Roberto. Messi losing it now. Oh, he wins it back as well. Play on. Come on, Messi. Give us a game, lad. Germans have got no mercy, says Dante. Remember 7-1 in the World Cup? Oh, they'll keep going. They'll want to send a message out, Bayern, 100%. What a game. Only had half an hour. I hope Barcelona do score. I just want to see a good game. I think Bayern Munich are going to win. I think Bayern Munich are going to win this game, but I'd like Barcelona to stay in it. Always kept that in as well. They just win. They're fighting for every ball. Bayern Munich, and they're winning every ball at the moment. Cross comes in. It's 4-1. It's Muller. And they are getting mullered. It's embarrassing for Barcelona now. 4-1. And you know that where that comes from. Semedo trying to see the ball out for a goal kick. Somebody goes and fights in the corner. I think it might be Lewandowski. It goes to the other side. And then the cross comes in. And it's Muller at the front post to make it 4-1. But what this is, and if you are interested in tactics, yeah, the tactics of Bayern Munich have been good. But it's the actual work rate of Bayern Munich. They've chased every single ball. Like, some strikers would have given up on that ball over on the far side. Lovely cross by Kimmich. We know that he's got that in his locker. And it's right on the foot of Muller to just steer it in at the front post. Vidal wants a foul on Semedo. That was the tackle that led to the goal. 4-1. Barcelona. Setien out, says Baz 1. It's embarrassing for Barcelona, and it is 4-1. Who do you think is going to win the Snooker World Championship, says John Morris. I don't really care out of the three that are up for it now. I'm just going to enjoy the final over the next few days. I presume it carries on till Monday. Got to change the score again. 5 goals and we've only had half an hour. This is a statement, everybody. This is a massive statement. And it could be 6. Oh, it's not 6. It's only 4. Remember, we've only had half an hour. 7-1 alert, says Thanos. What do you do if you're Barcelona, right? I'm dropping you in as the Barcelona coach. The back four's a bit like a couch. What are you doing if you're Barcelona? They only know one way to play Barcelona. They're only allowed to play one way. Serge Gnabry used to play his trade at Shady Acres, North London retirement home. He's class, says Nick P. And proper football, nothing like Wolves and Atletico. Barca struggles with renewal of squad. 4-1, new manager for Barca by Monday. Stay safe, says Harold Holsch-Versvold. I feel sorry for the Barcelona coach, though, because actually they're just not good enough, are they? They're up against the best team, really. I think the only team that can stop Bayern are Man City. Let's go, Bayern, let's go, says Saul Goodman. Bayern Munich. I mean, Barcelona have had chances, though. They need to tighten up and hit on the break, yeah. But the game's probably gone, he says with conviction. How will Maguire cope with Barca next season, says Zayn Miassi. Well, I don't think we need to worry if they're defending like this. Messi contract up next summer. Can United get him, Mark, says Anna Rudd. Barcelona will spend money, though. They would, you know, this is the thing. This is the difference between Manchester United and the big clubs, is that they will spend. This manager's going to get sacked in the morning, says Pete Squire. Yeah, you're right. You just can't lose these sort of games. Mark, are you into cricket by any chance, says Ali? Only if it's the Ashes. And Adityo says, this is what happens when you don't play with wingers. Well, there was some confusion about the way Barcelona lined up for this game, and I'd say that confusion has been verified. I saw a lot of people saying about the Barcelona lineup before I came live that it's just not good enough, and maybe it's a bit foreign to the players as well. But the thing is, Barcelona are always going to pass out from the back, and Bayern Munich have just been so quick to press, and look, and it starts at the front. Lewandowski, Perisic, Muller, Gnabry, they chase down the ball. Then the midfielders press up for the ball and the fullbacks, and it's very hard for Barcelona, which is why they've got in behind a few times, because Bayern are just going after the ball. in packs. Mark Joy says 4-4-2 with 3 CDMs and a right back in midfield. Well, it's backfired badly. Xavier will be the new manager by the start of the season. Phil Jones is better than Longley, says Joshua Bowater. Well, here's Semadou. Wanted the 1-2. Should have backed himself. Good recovery from Alaba there. Remember, all 5 goals have been scored by Bayern Munich players. Alaba scored an own goal for Barcelona. Someone there said it's going to be 8-1. I think Barca might score again. I wouldn't say it's going to be 1 to them, but what's the score? AMZ, it's 4-1. Chelsea B team losing 4-1. Looking okay now, to be honest, is Red Fred. Live Polish Speedway on Premier 1 HD. I can't believe it. We've still got 10 minutes of the first half to go. It feels like this should be in the 90th minute. We are witnessing a Friday night thriller. Magnifico. Barcelona just need to try and slow this game down. But how do you slow it down? Bayern Munich, they'll just be running around with really excited. Not that way, but you know what I mean. They'd just be buzzing. You know, mercies for the weak in this sort of occasion. And Messi, a foul on Messi there. There's no way that it's. You know, if you're Man United, you're Juventus, whatever, you're playing Barcelona, you're 4-1 up after half an hour. You don't think, oh, let's show them a bit of respect. You think tonight can be a special night that goes down in the annals of your club history. That, you know, Bayern Munich, if you said, do you want to finish the game now and show a bit of mercy, or do you want to win 8-1? They're going to say 8-1. So it's a cracking game. Mark, Bayern's attack is what you call a proper attack, and an ex-Gooner up front. How can you say Rashford was one of the best players in Europe when you use this Bayern players like this? Is saying, I don't know what you're talking about now. Jeremy Roberts says, I'm going to cry into my pillow tonight. Benjamin says, Bayern are pressing. They're in pressing. This could be 5. Alphonso Davies with the cross. Wasn't actually a good cross. There was people queuing up for Bayern there. He's into the box. Kimmich. He's got a good cross on him. And it goes for a corner. Martin says, 30 minutes, 4-1 on FIFA. What do you do? Well, you know, I'm half expecting it to come up on the screen. Opposition have left the party. Header straight at ter Stegen there. If De Gea plays like ter Stegen, Roy Keane kills him, says Sharab Chowdhury. And Barcelona just aren't clinical enough this season with a slow ageing Suarez leading the front line. But who would you sign if you were Barcelona? Look, I think the ex-Gooner up front, that's why you're 8th, says Pete Squire. What does it say on the screen? Here's a question for you. Here is a quiz question for you. When somebody rage quits on FIFA, what does it actually say on the screen when they've gone? Who's going to be first with that? But Yeah, look, Barcelona have spent £100 million on Griezmann, flop. £135 million on Dembele, flop. £135 million on Coutinho, flop. Some of their major signings have flopped. So it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult for Barcelona. They've bought badly. Their squad is aging. They're a long way off. Nice Semedo. He's got to get that cross in quick. He's overhit it to Suarez. Alvin Block says you're too good. I'm getting a few answers on this. A few people saying your opponent has left. You have lost connection to your opponent. I think that's what it is. We're still buying on the attack here. Griezmann hasn't necessarily flopped as a Muller. Well, I don't think he's done well. I mean, look, Antoine Griezmann 2 years ago at Atletico Madrid was considered to be one of the best players in the world. He was making bloody videos about which club he was going to go to. And you speak to a Barcelona fan, I mean, he's done okay, but you don't expect a player of £100 million to do okay. And why is he not starting tonight if he's not a flop? You know, you don't spend £100 million on a player to put him on a bench in a Champions League quarter-final. You know, where are those three players? Oh, I think Suarez was naughty on Thiago, and then it's Boateng gets chops him in two. I don't blame Boateng here. I think he should get a pat on the back. But I like to see what Suarez does to Thiago first. Let's have a look at this. I'll tell you what. I'd like to see what happened to Thiago first, because I actually think Suarez did that on purpose. Should be a red card review on that. Mark, does Sancho really think he can help Dortmund compete next season against this Bayern team? Better to sign for United and play in a better league, says Knightin. Shining armour. There's no German club getting anywhere near this Bayern team. Mark, this shows German league is better than the UK in terms of quality, as no current English team could smash Barca like this unless it was the Invincibles. The English league is the best league in Europe because we've got the Europa League holders and the Champions League holders. And anyway, Zane and anybody else, if you watch the German league, you'd know it's shit. Like, Bayern Munich are a very good side, but the quality of the Bundesliga is crap. We all had to watch it for a month when we had no football, and it was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Apart from Bayern Munich. They're all, even Dortmund are inconsistent. Here we go. Oh, Vidal. Nice little roll out. Here's De Jong. He needs a runner there. Suarez just ain't quick enough. Good play by De Jong. Yeah, another thing about this Barcelona team, they just haven't really got any pace in the attack. Zane's here for the banter, says Pete Squire. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. We're on the road to 210,000. We've got nearly 9,000 watching. Everyone's welcome on this channel, of course. Watch alongs on here, and that's a lovely ball over the top. Keep going. Suarez. Good hit. Straight at Neuer. They're going to add Sane to this team as well, says Azaria. Yes. Well, Real Madrid did win the league, didn't they? So, is that half time? It is. Look. Lionel Messi walks off the pitch, and I can think of a very, very epic line here. If he hadn't seen such riches, he could live with being poor. Classic song by James, but probably very true with Messi. As he walks off for the pitch, 4-1 down in a Champions League quarter-final. All those past successes will mean nothing because he won't want to live this. TUFC are better than Barcelona, says Frankie Pinto. Hey, mate, if you want to watch some bloody good football later on this evening, get in the link in the video description. Follow our Twitch page. We're in Division 1 on Pro Clubs, and today, fantastic. Give it a watch. Give us a follow. That's where we do our TUFC Pro Clubs team. If you've got a decent Pro Clubs team, we're shouting them all out. Anybody, whoever, whoever's got a decent Pro Clubs team, get on to us. We'll give you a game. I think we're going to be playing Hamburg soon because there are some proper teams out there. Looking forward to all of that. But we did fantastic today. So links in the video description for that. Give us a follow on Twitch. Some good stuff. And also, I'm thinking later on tonight about 11 o'clock of streaming a bit of Fall Guys. So if you want to watch that, give me a follow on Twitch. I've dropped the link in the video description. I'll probably have had a few of these by then, playing a bit of Fall Guys. So it should be a bit of fun. Give it a watch. But half time it is. 4-1 it is. It's been an unbelievable first half. I can't wait for the second half to come. Because, look, some people are going to say, oh, it's a bit boring, but not for me. Not for me. I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it, and I think that, let's see what happens in the second half. Look, can Barcelona get back into it? I would say no. In absolute honesty, I would say they can't. But it doesn't mean they're not going to try. I mean, what do you do if you're Barcelona? It's not like, there's only one option. If you're Mourinho, if Mourinho's managing that Barcelona side, which he never will, he'd be telling them at half-time, let's keep it to 4-1. I don't want to get embarrassed. But, are Barcelona going to do that? If they lose, he probably gets the sack anyway. So you've got to go for the miracle comeback. And I don't feel that Barcelona are good enough to do the miracle comeback, but they're going to have to try. And I don't think they're good enough to sit back and defend. I don't think they've got enough players to sit back and defend. What are you going to tell Messi to do? Play right wing back? You've got to go. You've got to have a go. So I fully expect that to happen in the second half. And I think that, Bayern Munich, they just look like if you give them a chance, they're going to score with every chance. And it's not the first time this season I've seen that. I saw them against Spurs and the same thing happened. Unbelievable game. Bayern the best in the world, says Pete Squire. I tell you what. I fully expect Man City to win tomorrow night, and if they do win tomorrow night, then it's going to be a fantastic semi-final, isn't it? I don't know what night it is, but we are going to do watch-alongs for both Champions League semi-finals and the Europa League semi-finals, although United against Sevilla will obviously be on the United stand on Sunday night. But Barca have been blessed with home players in the past, with Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Puyol, but they're terrible when it comes to signing players, says Joseph Harvey. Well, Suarez was a signing. He's done quite well. Ronaldinho was a signing. Neymar was a signing. So they're just there's a few clubs in that situation at the moment, isn't there, where they are massive clubs in need of better players. I mean, look, Juventus are a massive club. They're domestically successful, but they will want to be winning the Champions League. Well, they're probably 3 or 4 top-class / world-class players away from winning a Champions League. Barcelona, they haven't actually won the league domestically this time, but they're 3 or 4 world-class players away from winning the Champions League. I think Real Madrid are also 3 or 4 players away from winning the Champions League. you know, Manchester United, whether they can do that, they're 3 or 4 away from it as well. So there's so many teams now that want to win the Champions League that I haven't always felt like this. I think if you'd said to me, I think for a decade I always felt that Barcelona and Real Madrid were going to win the Champions League, and then if an English club won it, great. But I just felt like they were the clubs that were going to be the favourites. Barcelona and Real Madrid are no longer the favourites every year. They're as vulnerable as everybody else is. So I feel that the Champions League has become as interesting as it's ever been over the last couple of years. And I mean, look, last year's final was Liverpool-Spurs. Who would have predicted that? Ajax got to a semi-final. So the Champions League is probably as competitive as it's ever been. And there is, nobody's got any divine right anymore. So, bring it on. I think that's a positive in my vision. I was just stretching out my back there. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Let's have a look how we're doing subscribers wise. Everybody's welcome on this channel, of course. That's football. There's a bit of a story that Jadon Sancho's handed in a transfer request, which I'm not so sure whether that's true. We'll have to wait and see how that develops. But please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're on 209,250, so we might hit 209,500 tonight. Hey Mark, do you think now Barca will really move to get Sancho? So a 3-way battle incoming, says Angie S. Well, I don't know whether they've got the money. I mean, Jadon Sancho would be the perfect sort of signing for Barcelona, to be honest. Mark, off topic, but Suarez or Torres, who was better at Liverpool, says TJ Head. I think most Liverpool fans, and a lot of people would say Suarez, but I can't stick the man. I cannot stand him. But I actually legitimately liked Torres at Liverpool. I thought he was the perfect number 9. Strong, fast, goal scorer, tall. So for me it would be Torres anyway, but I just don't like Suarez. Barca are 6 or 7 players away. United are a better team, says Yazza Said. Interesting. Hey Mark, do you think now Barca will really move to get Sancho? We've already done that one, I hope. I just don't think they've got the money, Barcelona. I think Romano said back in April that they were losing so much money that they can only do swap deals. Why didn't we sign Perisic while he was in Dortmund or Inter? Decent wide player he is, says Sagnik. Well, look, you know what? I'm glad someone mentioned Ivan Perisic, because I said this when Manchester United tried to sign him a few years ago. I did say that he is a player that Manchester United really, really do like the look of. And Mourinho really, really did want him. But United didn't want to pay the money for him. And because he wasn't a high-profile player, a lot of United fans just never thought anything of it, really. But I just don't know. I don't know why it didn't happen. I was very angry with it at the time, but there was a lot of United fans who didn't want Perisic either. So, but he was 3 years ago would have been a very good signing for United. Obviously, he's 31 now, but Perisic is brilliant. He's got fantastic ball delivery off both feet. He's a skillful player. So yeah, I like Perisic, but it was just something that didn't happen. For whatever reason. You hear James Cooper confirm Man United's interest in Flex, says Daniel Luciano. I've seen you say that a couple of times. Not sure what you're on about. Will go back to Inter with their squad, Perisic, says Kian. Yeah, I don't think Bayern Munich will want to keep him now they've got Sane. Arsenal fans think they can get Thiago, says No Context March G. Well, I think Thiago will definitely be going to Liverpool, won't he? Won't he? And look, Thiago's playing in the Champions League quarter-final here. So, and this is a player that I don't think Bayern really want Thiago to go. So, fantastic player. And, ow, you bloody bastard. Oh, God, that hurt. Imagine this. There's a table, my legs about that much move. I put my finger on my knee and then I moved up and squashed it up against the bottom of the wooden table. Really bloody hurt. There's no blood. Oh dear. If anybody knows what's happened with Filip Stevanovic, please let us know. I've got no idea what's going on at the moment. I'm going to do a little bit have a look in. Bayern in the lead because Barca are lagging. This is Manchester United. I did do a good tweet actually before. I don't know whether it's done well on Twitter. Let's have a look. Yes, I thought it would. Lovely stuff. What do you do in the second half? Is the way back for Barcelona? I wouldn't have thought so. But I think that the way Barcelona play, they've got to have a go. Of course, they've got to have a go, and I think that as I said, the soul-destroying thing if you're playing Bayern Munich is that actually that half of football may not be a terrible half from Barcelona. But Bayern Munich with a better team and Bayern Munich with a better team, and they were ridiculously clinical. I mean, Barcelona might even feel that, you know what, in a different circumstance, they may well have been, 3 or 2-1 behind, but it's not. It's more than that, isn't it? So, I'm just trying to see if I can get any confirmation on what's happening with Filip Stevanovic, because I know we've got a few United fans watching here. Obviously, Willian's gone to Arsenal. That's quite an interesting thing. Very interesting on that. I'm just going to check something here, because I think Willian, I don't think he is on 200k a week, is he? I mean, if he was, that would be rather surprising. But no, I think Fabrizio Romano is bang on then with Filip Stevanovic, because he's not changed his mind on it. Ben Chilwell is trending on Twitter for some reason. Let's have a look. Oh, Chilwell and Chelsea, which I could have told you for free anyway. I thought that would happen. Well, what a pot that is by Selby if you're watching the snooker, which I'm sure none of you are. A few super chats coming in. Messi hat-trick and Barca win on penalties incoming, says Joshua Bauwater. Mate, I wouldn't complain about seeing that. And Nickel says, if we played this Barca side except for the one we played last year, I think we'd win. It was at the end of the James Cooper interview, also looking like Goldbridge is out at the semi-final with that injury, says Daniel Luciano. Alright, okay. Well, I mean, the interesting thing is, at Malakians, who's Phil Brown on Twitter, he said United are not in for him. And I would trust what he says. Arsenal fans actually think Willian is a good signing. Played well at the end of the season, so he could get a contract somewhere else. Mr. Inconsistent. I wouldn't want Willian anywhere near Manchester United. No way. Never in a million years would I want him near Manchester United. But I think for Arsenal, he could well be a good signing, in fairness. So, let's see. Fabrizio basically said that it was a done deal for Stevanovic. And on his Instagram page, he's basically saying it's a done deal as well. How can Coutinho be on Bayern's bench when he's on loan from Barcelona, says Navrav? Because they've allowed him to stay, I suppose. So many Jadon rumours regarding transfer requests. Look, all I'm going to say is, if Jadon Sancho signs for Manchester United, there's going to be a lot of people, both non-United fans and United fans, who are going to have to take a very big sit down when I do my reaction video. Because I've said I'm confident throughout. And I can't believe the amount of people who fall into the trap of what happens in these sort of football scenarios. But look, it could all fall apart. Of course it does, but I don't. Of course it could, but I don't think it will. Barcelona have finished, says Tyrone Williams. Scientist Tim says, I think Manchester United beat this Barcelona side. It's irrelevant though, isn't it? But, you know, next season you wouldn't have thought that Barcelona would be that good a team, that bad a team. And we can't play them at the moment. Mark, check Fab's tweets and replies. He's confirmed the signing. Will he come into the first team, set up as a rotation or under 23 player? Says Joshua Bouter. So this Filip Stevanovic is a player that's going to go on loan for a year. That's what I was told. Anyway, the players are about to kick off for the second half. Let's get the timer ready. What are Barcelona going to do in the second half? Can they get back into it? Will there be more goals? Yes. Griezmann is on. This Bayern team makes me want Sancho even more, says Benji Parker. And thanks for the contribution, Ryan Willow. Well, fair play for getting Griezmann on. I think it's Roberto who's gone off, I think. Yeah, Sergio Roberto, yeah. Gives him a little bit more width. Of course, Griezmann was linked to Bayern Munich at one point. Davies says 7-1 incoming. I'll start the clock when it kicks off. And we're going. There we go. Would you swap Perisic for Smalling? Only if we were getting Sancho as well. Dembele needed to go on, says Nicholas McKinnon. Did you see Vidal's pre-game interview saying that Bayern had no chance because they were playing the best team in the world? Not a crap German team, says Viciously NV. Well, Vidal obviously formerly of Bayern Munich as well. So, score prediction for second half, I'm saying 6-2, says Oscar Hunt. This will be the Barcelona manager's last game, says Joel Morris. There's Lewandowski down the left-hand side. Lovely turn, and Vidal gets in. I tell you what, he was a player I really wanted at United, Vidal. I remember when we were linked to him. I really wanted Vidal. I think he would have been the closest thing we had to Roy Keane. Do you ever miss early 2000s football, especially those United teams, says Dominic Busham? Well, you can't live in the past. You can't live in the past. But look, watching United from, well, most of my life, 90s, noughties, was absolutely amazing. And I think that, you know, I used to speak to my mates and we always used to say this couldn't last forever. But it lasted. It seemed to be lasting forever. It never seemed to stop every year. Fighting for a title. Of course, we didn't win it every year, but we won it a lot. And when we didn't win it, we were second. But yeah, it's you know, United should never have fallen as far as they did, but they did, and now it's about getting back to where it is. And as I said, if Barcelona lose, they'll sack the manager and they'll try and get back, and eventually they'll find somebody to do it. They don't delay. Real Madrid don't delay. Juventus don't delay. Juventus won the league and they get rid of Sarri because he didn't win them the Champions League. Chelsea do have that mentality. PSG have that mentality. But Manchester United, you know, they sack managers and seem to get further away. Sancho refuses to hand in transfer requests, says Aiden. Where's this coming from, Aiden? Have you got a good source? Can't really see anything. If anybody knows anything about that, please let us know. Hi Mark, just off topic, but would you ever consider writing an autobiography about yourself one day? With all you know and done, it would be interesting, says Eddie. I'd love to, but you know, I'd probably only sell about 3, and you'd be one of them, I'd be one of them, and probably a family member just to share it around. So, yeah. Still 4-1 in this game. It's probably the longest period we've had without a goal, actually. 5 minutes into the second half. One footballer saying that Jadon Sancho is not going to refuse his hand in the transfer request. Well, in fairness to one footballer, it's going to need a little bit more credibility than that. And nothing against it. It's a really good app, but, you know, people aren't going to believe it, are they? Unless it comes from somebody like Romano or a tier 1. Bit bitty this start to this second half, but tell you what, I could have a few of these. Apple juice. Smash a like, everyone, and subscribe if you're new, says Smutty. Thanks, pal. If we all pray P for the books, would you do it, says Daniel Luciano. Hi Mark, love the Pro Club series. I like to play it but struggling to find a team on it. Are you offering trials, says Ryan Willow. We do trials. If you enjoy the Pro Clubs, get on the link in the video description and give it a watch. I'm going to be doing some Fall Guys on there as well. Hey, if you can't find a Pro Clubs team, get in contact with the people who can't find a Pro Clubs team. You only need 4 or 5 players, don't you? Are you getting War? Have you tried Warzone? I'm not good enough at Call of Duty, to be honest. I'm going to do a bit of Fall Guys tonight, probably about 11 o'clock if I can get everything sorted in time. And with a few beers in me, I think that's going to be very good watching. So make sure you give us a follow on Twitch. I've dropped the link in the video description if you want to watch that. It will be funny. One Football was wrong about almost every Bruno story last summer. When do you think a realistic date to sign Sancho is? Love the content, says Adam Edmonds. Well, there's a few yellow cards going on here between Davies and... I'll come back to that one. Alphonso Davies gets a yellow card. I don't think there was much in it, to be honest with you. I was told that the Jadon Sancho deal 2 weeks ago, I said it on the United Stand, that the person I spoke to said I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen till after the Europa League final, which felt like a long time ago 2 weeks ago, but it's actually a week tonight, the Europa League final. Hi Mark, this is what happens when you lose to... I'm not going to read that out about World Wars. There's no need for anything like that. Well, it's a free kick here for Messi to whip one in. Kimmich gets his head on it. Alphonso Davies clears it. And here comes the Bayern Munich break. And it's a good break. And he can switch it to Perisic if he wants. Lewandowski. He's going to go on his own. Bit greedy there. He's offside. He's miles offside. The miles offside. Miles offside. Muller's miles offside. I don't even know why they celebrated. It's not 5-1. Even I could see it was miles offside. People in the live comments talking about it. Miles offside. Anyway, even if Sancho refuses to put a transfer request in, it doesn't mean he doesn't want to leave. He'd need to publicly come out and say, I don't want to go. Are you doing a watch along for Man City, Leon? No, not tomorrow night. I'm actually out tomorrow night, and I'd pre-planned that for a long time, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. It's not even an option, but I wasn't planning on doing it, which is why I booked to go out tomorrow night. I wanted to do this one, and then of course next week on this channel we'll be doing Monday night, which is Inter Milan Shakhtar, Tuesday night, which is I think it's Leipzig against PSG, and then Wednesday night Bayern Munich against Man City. I think. So lots of watch-alongs to come. Obviously, we'll do the final on here as well. So subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. One Football is an app, Carito Janga, if people doesn't know, yes. Mark, fancy any doing F1 streams? It would be a laugh, says George Thompson. I did do an F1 watch-along in the past. It's just the reason I can't do F1 watch-alongs is because they always clash with football, so you can never commit to all of them. Lynn Mayett says, Mark, when did you lose your virginity? Well, I'll tell you what, it was a lovely sunny night in March, which you don't normally get. I'd gone down the pub to... As if I'm going to tell you that. As if I'm going to tell you that. It hasn't happened yet, according to people on Twitter. Mark, I'm bored of Sancho. We need other players, says Ewan Hacking. And it says, is it true that United have bought a 17-year-old kid from Partizan? Apparently so. Apparently so. According to Fabrizio, I tell you what, I'd love Barca to get a goal. Just to make it a little bit interesting. Messi's not been able to get in the game. But in all fairness, I do think that they have got just not got as good. I mean, at the end of the day, I know it's Barcelona against Bayern Munich, but it's also a better team against a team that's not as good. So, you know, we can all get lost in the fact that Messi's the best player in the world and Barcelona are one of the best clubs in the world, but ultimately it's 11 against 11, and this Barcelona side is not as good as this Bayern Munich side. Cheers, Mark. Love your watch-alongs. I mute the sound on my laptop and listen to you instead, says JKT69. Thanks, pal. Thanks, everyone who's tuning in. Is Messi washed up, says Phil Banks. No, I mean, look, if you watch Messi against Napoli, he was fantastic. I mean, he's not... I think, would we all agree that there's a drop-off with Messi? He's not the player he was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but he's still a fantastic player. Suarez! I tell you what that was. He went to shoot. He did the old circle X, quick. You shoot, you press X, they dummy the shot, and then you shoot. 4-2. Good goal by Suarez. Can't stand him. Don't like him, but it's a good goal, and it's 4-2. And I tell you what, for the good of the game, I'm very pleased. Very pleased that we've got a Barcelona goal back. Watch it. Goes to shoot, presses X, dummies the shot, then he hits circle. If that Suarez goal was on FIFA, I'll talk you through how you do it. You go to shoot, you press circle, you quickly press X in the other direction, which dummies the shot, and then you hit with your left foot with the circle. If you know, you know. You know? So, we've only had 12 minutes of the second half. It's 2-4 to Bayern Munich. And they'll get angry now. Boateng got sent back to Bavaria there. Which I think is a region in Germany. Which is where Munich is. Tell you what, Bayern Munich, half an hour to go. If Barcelona get another goal, makes it a bit interesting. Bayern are starting to get a bit tired, says Underroots. Well, it's an interesting theory there because Bayern Munich have put so much work into their pressing. That maybe at half-time that work has dropped off a little bit. We're very comfortable. Mark, what does this say about Spanish football? Man City pumped Real Madrid. Now Bayern Munich making a mockery of Barca. Does this say the Prem is the best in the league now? Oh, best in the world now. Andrew C. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. It doesn't mean that we'll win the Prem. It doesn't mean that we're going to win the Champions League because the best individual club might be Bayern Munich. But there's no way the Bundesliga is better than the Premier League. Davies says that Suarez learnt that from your FIFA streams. Probably. But not a great start from Bayern Munich in this second half. And Barca will be pretty happy. Ricky's back with another classic on Twitter. Our fan base would regard Muller and Perisic as deadwood. He loves the more mature footballers, says Nick P. Lucas is back. Well, this makes it interesting for the last half an hour because Barcelona have got to push it now. Do I think they can do it? No, but I think they're going to go for it and I think it's going to make it interesting. Lewandowski. Hit it. Perisic. Oh, terrible. Sits up perfectly for him on the edge of the box and he volleys it over. I tell you what, I don't like Perisic's hair though. This like shaved at the sides with a perm on top. Looks a bit crap really. You've got all that money and you do that with your hair. Imagine if I did that. Shave it at the sides and have a little perm on top. More money than sense, these footballers, I tell you. Then again, I didn't think that Messi looked good with bleached blonde hair either. Jonathan says Bayern players are definitely getting tired. Will you do a Man United FIFA 21 career mode? Yeah, 100%. 100%. No trouble. Yeah, Ronaldo's hair looks crap as well. Yellow card for somebody there by the referee in the dugout. Don't know who it was. What a switching of the play that is. I think it was PK. Lovely ball to Semedo. And he gets tackled. And away they go with Goretzka. And he gets tackled or fouled. No, he gets fouled. Semedo's down. Get up, Semedo. Thiago switches it. Alphonso Davies. What a run by Alphonso Davies that is. Still got it. Oh, what skills. This is a left back. This is a left back. Oh, it's magnificent. That is absolutely magnificent. And it's all because of Alphonso Davies. I think you've got to say that Alphonso Davies is officially now the best left back in the world. He's just taken the crown off Andrew Robertson, I'm afraid. That is absolutely... He's on the touchline. He sends Semedo back to Benfica. He runs down the touchline. He skins PK as well. Well, he doesn't actually. He just cuts it back. But to do that in a game of this magnitude... I mean, Semedo, he had a little bit of a knock before. He's just absolutely destroyed him. In front of the world. He's absolutely ended Semedo's career. And as a fullback, you think one day a winger might do it to me, but not a left back. And he's a left back as well. I mean, he's a very good left back. Does he actually play for Canada? Because it's a shame, really. And nothing against Canada, but you're never going to do very good in football, are you? So it's a shame he can't play for somebody else. Because on the world stage, nationally, he's never going to play anywhere, is he? I like Andy Robertson, but Andy Robertson can't do that. Here's Messi. 5-2. They get a goal back, and he does that. How comes a Canadian footballer is this good? Says Carita. Well, Canadian footballer is the best left back in the world for me. If you can look, I think defensively he's brilliant anyway. But if you can do that going forward, it's something else. It really is. Left back destroying a right back as well, ending careers out there, and he's young, isn't he? Is he still a teenager? Good question here from Anne. She says, Mark, Alphonso Davies or Luke Shaw? It's close. I mean, I'd say because of what Alphonso Davies can do going forward, I'd have to go with Davies. And I'm being totally sarcastic. Of course, it's Alphonso Davies, but he's the best left back in the world. Just absolutely fantastic what he's done there. And this is Barcelona again trying to pass out from the back. It must be so frustrating. He's 19. Anish and Marcus and Hassan are putting it in there. He's 19. Ball over the top. Suarez, sweeper keeper Manuel Neuer comes out. Twitch is a link in the video description, Liam. If you go in there, we've put the link in for you. Just give us a follow. Carito Janga says the two best left backs in the world are from Canada and Scotland. Wow. Yeah, true. I agree. Here's Griezmann down the left hand side. Done nothing since he came on, by the way. It's not a bad pass. Can normally separate a footballer's ability from who they are as a person, but I can't do it with Suarez. Won't ever respect him after the Evra saga. And best promoted player to the Prem, in my opinion, is Murtovic. Says Josh FC. Man United did turn Alphonso Davies down, says Carter Cassidy. Yeah, but Arsenal turned down Ronaldo, didn't they? So it's all relative. You know, everyone makes mistakes. Buff Carrot says that Robertson is the best left back. No, he's good, but he ain't that. He's not as good as that. He's not that good. You can't have the boast. You know, I think in Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've got the best left back in the world, but sorry, right back in the world. But you haven't got the best left back in the world. Kingsley Coman's coming on now. What a bench to have. Mark Tierney in the future will be the best, says Zane. I wish I could have counted that down. I knew that was incoming. So Perisic comes off. Good off from him. What a team selection that was to start Perisic over Koeman. But Kingsley Coman comes on now. And they're 5-2 up. Alphonso Davies is down injured at the moment, but I think he will be okay. A few people are saying, what's the schedule for football over the next few weeks? Well, the next week or so. So, as it stands, Monday night, well, obviously Sunday night, tomorrow night you've got Champions League, Man City against Lyon. Sunday night you've got Sevilla against Manchester United semi-final. Monday night you've got Inter Milan Shakhtar Donetsk, second Europa League final. Tuesday night you've got Leipzig PSG Champions League semi-final, and then Wednesday night you've got Bayern Munich against either Man City or Lyon. Friday night is the Europa League final. Sunday night is the Champions League final. So I actually think when it comes to the Champions League, Bayern are going to win the Champions League end of, says Daniel Eglinton. I'll come back to that in a minute. Thanks for the super chat from Niall Gallagher. And Nick P says, Davies is a good, but can he polish off a Big Mac and large fries like Luke Shaw can? No chance. And Koeman nearly scoring with one of his first touches there. Great block by Jordi Alba. I don't want to hear that, Nick P. I don't want to hear anybody picking on Luke Shaw. Very good player. But what a block that is by Jordi Alba, sorry. Could have been an instant impact for Koeman. As Zane H says, what a block. I think that the semi-final between Man City and I think it will be Man City and Bayern Munich will be the winner. That is the final for me. I don't think look, I'd love to see PSG Bayern. I'd love to see PSG Bayern as a final, but I'd hate to see PSG Man City. How anti-football would that be? Oil against oil. But I feel like Man City, good save Ter Stegen. It could have been 6 there. I feel that will be the final. What a ball by Messi that is. Gets it wide. But there he is. Look. Kingsley Coman just come on the pitch. Tracking back. The work rate of Bayern Munich has been fantastic tonight. It really has. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. I do a lot of these watch alongs on this channel. FIFA career mode as well. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Everybody's welcome on here. I know I do the United stuff on the United stand, but this is just generally watching football, interacting with people. It's been a fan. This has probably been one of the better games I've watched all season. James Bricknell says he's only 19 as well, Mark. Do you think he'll move up the field or remain a left back in his career? Well, look, same thing said about Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I actually hope he stays as a right back, and I hope that Alphonso Davies stays as a left back, because they're already the best right and left back in the world, so they could have a career as the best right and left back in the world. What's wrong with that? I know Gareth Bale moved forward, but, you know, do you have to move forward? Roberto Carlos has got that reputation as one of the world's best left backs, and you know, why not be one of the world's best right and left backs for a decade? Busquets comes off. Ansu Fati comes on. Of course, this is a player that everybody thinks is going to be a superstar of the future. I've got to be honest, I haven't seen loads of him, so I've heard a lot about him, but I'd like to see what he's all about. Ivan Scannell says, here's Ansu Fati, the United signing. Big up, Mark. I'm an Arsenal fan and these videos are classed as Footmaster. Fati is better than Sancho, says AN. Well, let's see what he's all about. Let's see what he is all about. $14 attempts to 4, Bayern and Barcelona. So it's not even, you can't even say it's been wrong. Can you compare all players to Bayern to see how far we are from them, says Marketing James. Zach Gleeson will be a superstar in years to come, says Niall Gallagher. And I'm from Canada. Davies is a right winger and a BM, but left back, and he's amazing at both, says Conan Kennedy. And Alphonso Davies genuinely looks prime Marcelo at 19. Do you think he's truly generational, Mark, says Ovid? Well, look, there's a long way to go. He's only 19 years of age. I think the impressive thing about Bayern Munich is they've got some good players. Hello, Madon. Thanks for the super chat. The impressive thing about Bayern Munich is that man for man, you could probably compare them to other teams and say that, you know, other teams are competitive with them. But their coaching system is fantastic at Bayern Munich. It really is. And that, to me, is what makes them very impressive, is that they are a fantastic they've got a fantastic what's the word, coach, and they've got a fantastic attitude and game plan, and a lot of what they've done today has been about the work. $16 all in the snooker, says David Lee. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. G. James, thank you. Unbelievable, isn't it? You couldn't write it. 73 minutes gone in this one. Mark, which Bayern team are the best? Bayern 2012-13 or Bayern 19-20, says Blue. I like this Bayern team. Lewandowski with the shot, good block. Semedo, good tackle, get up. Zane says Mark Tooney in the future will be the best. He won't ever be as good as Alphonso Davies. I don't think he'll even be as good as Luke Shaw, to be honest. I'll tell you what the amazing thing about tonight is, and I'm sure everybody would agree with this, is that we've had 5 goals from Bayern Munich and none of them have been scored by Lewandowski. $15 to go. Coutinho's coming on, I think, isn't he? I don't know how they dare bring him on. He might get clattered. They've got a fantastic bench, though, Bayern, haven't they? It's interesting to think where Coutinho will end up. He's another player that Arsenal might want. And look, you know what? Coutinho would make Arsenal a better team. I don't know whether they can afford it. But he's another player who is indicative of the problem at Barcelona. He's another player that cost them 130 million, like Moussa Dembele. I mean, if you spend 260 million pounds on 2 players and they totally flop, you're going to have a problem. I mean, look, United gave Alexis Sanchez big wages, but 260 million on 2 players and they both flop. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? Koeman to Kimmich. Poch to Barcelona, says Vignesh. Wow. Didn't he say he'd never go to Barcelona because of Espanyol? Here is Fatty. What's it all about? What's it all about? Why is that in recent years Messi almost always disappears against the big teams in the Champions League KO stage? He has a weak mentality. He's been non-existent, says David. I'm not sure you can say that about Messi, really. Bayern scouting is impeccable. When was the last time a player they bought flopped, says Adams. I think there's a lot to be said in your scouting about buying a player that befits what your club is all about. You know, it's about whether they fit the club, and I think it's something that United are trying to do as well. Espanyol have been relegated already. But it's not about relegation, is it? It's about rivalry with Espanyol and Barcelona. Here's Fatty one-on-one against Kimmich. Shows a bit of skill then. And to Messi. Nothing doing from the ref there. I thought it was a foul, to be fair. Mark, this is why we need European Soccer League. So entertaining. Forget Brighton, Stoke and Bournemouth, says Nazar Haroon. You know what? I know it sounds controversial, but I've never been against the idea of a European Super League. I just don't think it should be at the detriment of a Premier League. But look, I think if you had teams like Manchester United who had squads of 20 or 30 where they play domestically and they play in a Super League as well, and you know the domestic league is almost, you know, backup player. I don't know. I'd like to see a Super League though. But I wouldn't want the Premier League to go. It's a difficult one. It's difficult. It is difficult. I've got to be fair. It's a difficult one. Corner to Bayern Munich. The funny thing about this score is that not many people would have been surprised by it. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Get involved with That's Football. Barcelona just not up to it. Not quite at the right level they need to be. Ball over the top there for Fati to get onto. Kimmich trying to bully him. Loses it. What? Offside? Seeing if there's any news about this late stage. Never forget Ousmane Dembele's keep-ups when they bought him for 135 million, and I could have done a better job. Ginger says that you've got to say that Griezmann's a flop. I said that in the first half and people wouldn't have it. Shame Louis didn't score. Greetings from Poland, Mark, says Kamil Krystowski. Yeah, I'm surprised. You know, I think many people would have put their house on the fact that if Bayern Munich are going to score 5 goals and Lewandowski's going to be on the pitch for the whole game, for him not to score, you'd be stunned. But he did have a good chance in the first half and he missed it. But other than that, he's not had loads of opportunities. But yeah, it has been a surprise. Here's Alphonso Davies on the left again up against Semedo. He will not want to get done again. Lovely play by Alphonso Davies. Picks it up again. Kingsley Coman in the box. Goes back to Kimmich. I mean, it's a fantastic side, isn't it? Now it's Goretzka. Now it's Coutinho, who's just come off the bench. They won't want him to do anything. Griezmann with a crap tackle. Here's Coutinho. They won't want him to do anything. And he's just set up a goal for Lewandowski. And to be honest with you, that will be the goal that we were just talking about. Well done to our Polish commentator who was talking about it. You've got your goal for Lewandowski. He always gets his goal and he's done it here. But the fantastically funny thing is that it's Coutinho. He's offside as well. He won't be getting his goal. He's offside. Don't change the scoreline. So, lovely play by Coutinho. Maybe getting himself a little bit of a move there, but it won't be a goal. He was offside. It remains 5-2. Didn't get his goal. Stretch 93. You made me stretch. You said 6-2. You're wrong. It was offside by VAR. Wonder what Messi's thinking. I don't think he'll leave. Does anyone think Messi would leave Barcelona? I don't think he would leave Barcelona. I don't think he would. God, how long do they need to VAR check an offside when we saw it straight away? How long? This is the trouble with bloody VAR. How long does it take to check something that we've just checked nearly a minute ago now? It's a poor, poor thing. They've given the goal. Bloody hell. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Well, it's obviously not offside then, because eyes can be deceptive. I suppose it's just been the line of the camera, but he looked offside, didn't he? So Lewandowski does get his goal. Fair play. He deserved one. Eyes can be deceiving. He did look offside. Oh, Coutinho was... Oh, of course. Of course, Coutinho's ahead of him. Idiot alert. Idiot alert. He's offside, but it's a cutback from Coutinho, isn't it? We've all fell for that one. Fair play in the comments. Well done. He wasn't offside because it was a cutback. He can't be offside from a cutback. Oh, Coutinho scored against Barcelona as well. Oh, it's hilarious. This is embarrassing for Barcelona. I think the manager knows. Where am I off on holiday tomorrow because I haven't got a job anymore? Through the legs. Oh, 7-2. Well, a lot of people said 7-1 is on the download. Not quite. But 7-2 is. But Arsenal are praying. Please, please beat them 8-2. We don't want to be the only ones who everyone goes, I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you. But 7-2. 5 minutes to go. They could still do it. Barca manager sacked in 40 minutes, says John Donnelly. I'm a Spurs fan and I'm hoping for 10, says Gage Cooper. Oh, there we go. This is a statement by Bayern, as a lot of people are saying in the comment section. You're right. You're getting sacked in the morning, says Pete Squire. Well, you called it in the first half, to be fair. Barca have been terrible. I mean, look, if you were giving Messi a player rating today, you'd probably struggle to give him anything more than a 5. I mean, 6 being average. Well, you might give him a 6, but realistically, for a player of his quality, I know they've been outplayed, but he's not... he's not even got hold of the ball and done little bits, has he? Coutinho. Corner. Arsenal beat Bayern at the Emirates a few years ago. I was there. To Zayn Miassi. Daryl Bingham says this Bayern team has been truly outstanding and then they will lose the final. If I was Barca manager, I would be happy to be sacked. The players don't look like they give any crap, says Pumpkin Spice Latte. It needs a lot of work, this Barcelona side. But they haven't got any money, have they? I mean, what they've done, they've got rid of... they've got Pjanic coming for Arta, which I don't think that massively improves Barcelona. I don't think it's the sort of player they need. Oh my God. Coutinho again. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. 8-2. Arsenal fans are celebrating. They like it when somebody else gets beat 8-2. I mean, the defence... I mean, look, he's going to get the sack, isn't he? But the players... Look, I'd want this manager to be sacked if I was a Barcelona fan, but as the players, I'd be bloody fuming, really. They've just switched up and given up, and as a fan, that's the hardest thing, isn't it? And it's a huge statement, yeah. I mean, look, Griezmann's come on, he's done sod all. They've got to take a long, hard look at themselves, these players. It's not been good enough. And Coutinho is joining us, says Zayn Miassi. For 100 quid. Thanks for that, Zane. Eight to be Barcelona. Yeah, they're all coming out now. Barca need to sack 10 players. Oh, it's all coming out. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. They could get 10. I think they'd like to get 10. They might run out of getting 10 because there's still time here. They won't get 10. There's only a minute and a half left to go. Imagine Coutinho going back to Barca next year. Says, well, he should go back to Barcelona next year because he's better than a lot of what they've got. Has Ronaldo ever lost a game when they conceded 8? Says Conan Kennedy. I doubt it. Well, it's all kicking off a little bit here. Vidal probably will get sent off in a minute if he's not careful. Punching the ball. Moody pants. Yellow card. Embarrassing. But it's embarrassing for Barcelona for the second year in a row. They took a massive lead to Anfield and got humiliated at Anfield. And here they are in a quarter-final getting beaten 8-2. Ronaldo is a big game player. Messi isn't, says Imran. Well, if I was... The thing is about Messi, I haven't seen enough leadership from him. But look, Messi's a world-class generational talent, as we know. But he's final whistled it there. He's final whistled it. And that is an absolute... Well, look, it's been an absolute pleasure. That's what tonight's been. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch a game of football like that. Really, really enjoyed it. And from the first minute, look, I fancied Bayern Munich to win it 3-1. They've won it 8-2. So we've had 10 goals. We've had a real statement of intent. It's been fantastic to watch. And Bayern Munich are definitely the favourites, aren't they? But look, I expect Man City to win tomorrow night. And then the semi-final between Man City and Bayern Munich is going to be a classic. They're my two favourites. I've said it for a long time that they're my two favourites. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic to see how it ends up. And I can't wait to see what happens because Bayern Munich have got to now be firm favourites in this tie. For this tournament, sorry. So look, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to watch me playing a bit of Fall Guys, Twitch, link in the video description for that. Give us a follow. What a game it's been. And I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Check out the United stand for our Sevilla preview. I'll speak to you all in a bit. Can't end the bloody stream now because I can't get to the thing to end it. Hello.